password. Copy this and get into the put the password and get in. That's it. So I got access into the machine. I'm guessing already Windows will be this Jenkins will be up because mission we forgot to stop from Saturday. It is already up. Nice thing. No, why? So Jenkins underscore admin. I put my password and press sign in. Okay, logged in. Now, quickly tell me guys what we were doing on the other day. Quick, what we had done in the last class. Last class, what we have done. No clarity, what you guys done? So we were talking about, I'm guessing menu option, menu. And we were talking about the settings option and we saw a few options there. Then we went on to the user management and then we applied the little user access control, right? ACL using that plugin matrix. Correct. So that is what we done. Okay. Now coming to the question of today's class. So today's class is absolutely important for the people whoever says that I know Jenkins and I am from DevOps. So this is super important for them. So your experience does not matter whether you're fresher or an experience because the topic is that's a content. Content what you're going to discuss today, that's the capacity of the consent. So that's super important. So that concept is plugins. Shall we go, guys? So the concept itself is plugins. Anything that you want to go do in the Jenkins, it all revolves around the plugins only. So how do you navigate into the plugins here? So go into the manage Jenkins and go to the manage plugins. So that is what we have to do. So once you go into the manage plugins, you have 4 options. Simply 4 options, guys. You see the left hand side 4 options. What options do you see? First of all, make a note of them because this entire concept is important. Whatever we talk today, the plugin story is entirely important. So first, let's talk about the installed plugins. So installed plugins, which will show all the plugins that are installed on the Jenkins case. When you install the Jenkins, so we tried to install some I meant to say plugins now, or if I talk in other style, I can say that in the Jenkins, if you want to see what are the current plugins, then we have to come here and check. That's it. So let me switch off this chatting. A lot of things are going on. What 1 second, guys. What is this? Okay. Fine. Yeah. Let me come back. Nice. So what I'm trying to tell you is the installed plugins, go into the plugins manager. And once you see here, you can find all the plugins that are installed. Now, simple question. Okay. So you see something or enabled, right? So it is super easy, very common sense. If you put like this, it is disabled. If you put like this, it is enabled. That is simple. Red X indicates that you want to, it's an option where you want to uninstall a plugin. So everything you need to imagine like a mobile phone. So you want to remove, go ahead and remove. You want to enable and disable. Now, some plugins are super interesting and you don't have the option either to remove or to enable or disable. The only reason is because these are subsidiary plugins, or I can say these are dependency plugins. They come with the parent plugin, and when you remove the parent plugin, child also goes away. Are we clear? Understood the point, guys, what I'm talking? So whatever the plugins that you see grayed out, so you cannot specifically remove them, or you cannot specifically enable or disable, because they come with its parent and they go out with its parent. So that's the logic. So that's all about the installed stuff here. And the next most important thing is available, guys. Most important thing is available. So available tab is a place like your Google Play Store. So once you go into the Play Store, you type whatever you want, you can install. So that's a Play Store concept. So likewise here also it's a kind of a Play Store for Jenkins. Now, whatever the plugin that you're looking for, so please go ahead and type that plugin name here and proceed with installation. That as simple as it is. Now, here you see some list here. These are nothing but popular plugins. So frequently installed plugins in the Jenkins have been listed here. So if you find your plugin, whatever you're looking, so you can install from this place. Okay, if you do not find it, just go ahead with typing at least the name of the plugin and proceed. Now, to experiment this subject, what I'll do is I'll just wantedly select some plugin to experiment the subject, guys. Let's say Docker pipeline. I'm just selecting one plugin called Docker pipeline. Now, what options do you see at the bottom, guys? What options do you see, Nagireddy? What options do you see, Nayak, Rajat, Pavan, Bhagat? What options do you see at the bottom? You have to tell me. So I want to know how many of you are super active here. So it says, no, I'm not talking about here. I'm talking about here. Install without restart, download now and install after restart. I repeat, install without restart, download now and install after restart. Now it is our duty to figure out what is the meaning of a restart here. So is this bothering about the restart of the Jenkins, or these guys are bothering about the restart of the computer? So what is your opinion, guys? Are they bothering about restart of Jenkins? Are they bothering about restart of Jenkins machine? This clarity you need to have. So please keep in mind they are bothering about Jenkins restart only, not the machine. Write this super clear in your notes. They are bothering about Jenkins restart, not about the machine of the Jenkins. So Jenkins restart is simply nothing but you closing out this one. Log out and close this. And again open this and start your Jenkins. So that's the meaning of this one. This one. Okay. So English are super clear. It says install without restart. So without restart, if you want, just put this option. And you want to download now and install after restart. Now, there are some, you need to know the point is a plugin may require some restart. Some plugins do not require restart. That's it. So plugins may require a restart and plugin do not require a restart. So the best option is restart, but it's a time consuming process. This is common sense only, we know it. So if you shut down the Jenkins, again make it up, so it's going to take 2 or 3 minutes of time, or 4 minutes or 5 minutes. So that's the point. So install without restart is a quick way, but quick way does not work out always, because some plugins, even if you select them, please come and sit on my computer without restart. they will not work. Okay, they will definitely say that it requires restart. Now, let's imagine a use case, guys. I selected some plugin and I went for install. Now there are three consequences will be there. First consequence, that it will install successfully. That means it's a green color. You can travel. Okay, you can drive. Second use case, red, you'll get error. It did not work out. Error you'll get, and you'll get some message over there, and you have to Google it out why that error came and figure it out. So 90% of the errors come because of network issue only, guys. If your network or internet is not stable, that plugin, some part of the data misses and it errors out. Okay. And the third one, and if you are talking about the third one here, so if you are talking about the third one, you will have some another color called yellow. It looks like yellow or amber, like on road now. You will have red, green. There is one more color called amber. Here you will have some more color called yellow. So it indicates that plugin has been downloaded. Okay, but definitely it requires a restart of Jenkins. Upon the restart, when you start the Jenkins now, during the reboot of the Jenkins next time, it will install. That's a consequence. And the last is the most best one, guys. So normally we recommend, or even in real time also, we just, if it is unless it is an emergency, we just go with without restart. So if it is not an emergency, then we can try out always download now and install restart. But again, whatever the plugin you're trying to download, it depends, because though you may enforce your choice there, plugin will also enforce its choice. So it will say that I require restart, you have to restart. You cannot escape. Are we clear on this? Sravanti, are you clear? Sushmita, Upendra, Vijay. So if they ask you what is the best choice to install, what will be your answer? Select the plugin, download now, and install after restart. So that's the best one. Okay. Emergency use case, install without restart. Or we cannot say it's an emergency. We can say like it's a priority. I can't restart. Then you can try. But again, you have third consequences. Whatever the plugin that you select, it's all like you have to pray the God. So it will tell, okay, you have to restart. You have to restart. You can't escape. Okay, that is what. So I'm trying now something so that you will know what is happening. So I'll put a check mark and I'll say install without restart wantedly. You saw? I told the computer to install the Docker pipeline, but it is trying to install other two plugins or three plugins which I never told. Do you agree, guys? As you saw, it is telling success. I told this guy to install Docker pipeline, but it is trying to install Docker Commons authentication API. These are all nothing but dependencies. So whatever it requires, it will automatically download. So dependencies. That is called, now everything starts working. Success. That is super clear. Now, most important knowledge from the perspective of an experienced stuff is case number one, when you install the plugin, okay, it will start working. It will start working, guys. Simply, you install the plugin, you will see the impact and it starts working. Impact will be immediate. Second use case, you will install the plugin. That means you install there until unless you restart the Jenkins, it will not cooperate. So these are the second use case. Please write all these use cases, guys. You will install the plugin the moment it starts working. You have second use cases, you'll install the plugin, and again, you have to restart the Jenkins. Okay. Third use case, you install the plugin, it will not start working unless we configure it. That's it. So installation itself is not sufficient. So that means if I summarize this stuff, that means there are two kinds of people here. You install, it starts working. Okay. And another candidate is, even if you install everything, you restarted everything Jenkins, but unless you configure, you will not feel that it is working. So that means, so it is, the summary is, that means some plugins need configuration. That's the conclusion here. Am I clear, Sravanti? Snigdha Rao, Shravani? So some plugins definitely need configuration. Am I right? Now, who is going to tell you that it requires a configuration or not, and how to configure? So who is going to tell you that it needs configuration and how to configure? Give me the answer from your knowledge. What you will know, how you will know. So let's say simple. I'll give a clue so that you should catch a story, small story. So you brought some electronic component and you don't know how to use it. What are the mechanisms here? The first most that you look, what is that? Manual. Yes. This is the answer. So when you buy some electronic component and you don't know, you're trying to figure it out how to use it. The best thing is manual. So can I say it's a guide, or can I say it's a document? That is what we refer. So document. Exactly. Every plugin will have some document. That's the exact story. So whatever the plugin that you're trying to install, it will have a document page, and that document page will tell you what is that, what it is. It is something like giving in and out information about that plugin. So in the same document, it will carry the details whether to configure or not. Are we clear? You understood, guys, what I'm talking? Every plugin will carry some document, and that document will tell you how to use that plugin and how to configure it and what is the use and what are the headaches with it also. Okay. Now the question comes is, how do you find the document? Am I right? So how do you find the document? Like when you buy the electronic component, you look for some book, so you'll figure it out in the box somewhere, it will be there. So likewise here also, if you want to know the documents, so let's say an example, I am going to, let's say I want to know what is this. Even I don't know what is this jungle thing. Okay, JSCH dependent. I don't know. So what I'll do is I have to click on that, guys. You have to click on it. So once you click on it, it will go to the another page. I repeat, it will go to the another page where it contains the details of, okay, where it contains the details of use of this plugin. So definitely it will open up another page. So where it contains details. So these details are not great. Okay, let me choose another plugin. Some other plugin. So let's say, I don't know what is this a map or DB API. So I'll click on this. And okay, this also does not have, why these all crazy guys are here. Okay, HTML publisher. I'll click on this. Yeah, you got it. You see? So it contains some, see guys, every plugin may not have documentation properly because that's a responsibility of the author to write it in and out details. What is the use of that? So if the author itself is not writing, then we can't expect much. So like in Play Store also, guys, you see it, right? So in Play Store, some plugins, I mean to say, few apps, they write very clearly what is that use of that app and how to use it. Then we check those details and then only we'll install. but you'll find some crazy apps in, in Play Store, where there is no clear information about what is that app. They'll write 1 line or 2 lines, that's it. And we don't have clarity on what exactly is that. So likewise here also, documentation depends on the people who are writing it. So because these are all integrations here. Now you can see some documentation is given, and at some point they will talk about the options also. You can see these are all the Jenkins options only. Somewhere it will tell you. If you have to read it, guys, you cannot escape. I repeat, you have to read the document. In the document, they will clearly mention about how to configure in the Jenkins. Am I clear, Sheikh, Shashul, and Sanjay? In the document itself, if you read, they will give you clear directions on how to go into the Jenkins and click on which option and how to configure it. So that is a use case of the document. And this is also another use case where you need to know what is the use of this plugin or how it works. So that is the path. Now, keeping this, I feel that you guys have understood. Now let me practice with uninstallation process. So go into the install tab and see if you got that Docker stuff here, Docker pipeline. We just installed now Docker pipeline. So where is that guy Docker pipeline? Here it is. You saw? This is the one candidate which we installed. So I'm not planning to disable this. My plan is to remove this. So I'll say click on X mark. Are you sure you want to uninstall? Yes. It starts its process. Okay. So that is what. Now keep in mind that uninstallation will get eliminated at the time of next reboot. Then moving on to the updates. Moving on to the updates, guys. So what is an updates purpose? Tell me, what is the use of updates? I want to hear from you. I hope everybody knows what is the use of updates. We all use a lot of computers, a lot of laptops, desktop, mobile phones. We know the meaning of updates. So simple, whatever the plugins that you have installed already in the Jenkins, if by chance, if there are any new updates here, then only you will see that message coming up there also, and so update for so and so plugin. Now you are the best decision maker there. You have to choose what is required for you and update. Okay. So one suggestion is from experience perspective. So never install a plugin or an update when pipelines are running. Clear? So let's say a pipeline started, it is in execution process. It is in execution process. You'll know that it is showing roughly some, let's say 10 minutes of time or whatever it is, 10, 15 minutes. So during that minute, you'll feel that, okay, I'm sitting idle, let me go ahead and update. So don't do that mistake. So it will mess up the pipeline. Okay, there are chances that pipelines may get corrupted. There are chances that pipeline may get failed because of this, what you're doing on other side of the coin. So never install or never update the Jenkins when some pipelines are in progress. So the best time is you have to find the ideal time. What do you mean by ideal time? What is the meaning of ideal time? Rohini, you have to give me the answer. Samir. So what is the meaning of ideal time? Hey, Baba, tell me the answers, guys. Yeah, simple. When no jobs are running, that is an ideal time. Everybody knows this, correct? So when the Jenkins is sitting idling, or I can say when there is no work for Jenkins, then that is where we consider no idle time, right? Idle time, or no pipelines are working, that's the idle time. Clear now? So that's a suggestion because that's my experience on this. So if you try to install, there are chances that it will get corrupted or messed up. Now, moving on to the last candidate here, we saw updates, we saw available, we saw installed, and the last fellow to focus on is advanced settings. In the advanced settings, there are three broad options. Okay, so let's start from bottom. Okay, there are three broad options. So let's start from bottom. There is an option that says update site. So update site, simple update site. So Jenkins is receiving all the updates from below, from this link, this web link. That is, the link that you see on the Jenkins is an official link from where the Jenkins is getting its update, or it is something like it is receiving all its energy, solar energy or photosynthesis. So that's the link. If you remove that link, what happens? If you remove that link, what happens, guys? No updates, simple. Even in Windows also, if you want to stop the updates, what do? We go to the Windows, and we just go ahead and switch off the updates. That's it, no updates. Likewise, if you want to switch off the updates, you can remove that link. So that's the best thing you can do. The next, deploy plugin. So this option is a very dangerous one for the interview perspective. The reason is this is one of the frequently asked question, because this is a scenario based question. The scenario may look like this. Please write this question, scenario based question. So the question looks like this. So let's say you are searching for some plugins, or let's talk about first life. Normal life example always I prefer to give. So you're looking for some app in Play Store and you did not find it. What you will do? I didn't find it. What you will do, guys? Tell me. Will you keep calm? You're looking for some particular app. You did not find it, but in Play Store. What do you do? We Google it. We Google it and we find some place from where you can download and get it on your I mean to say on your mobile phones, right? Or try some third party application, or we try to download some extension, correct? Some files which can fit on your mobile and get it live. Exactly. So whatever the plugin that you're looking in the Jenkins, generally you'll go into the Jenkins and manage plugins and you'll search there. So let's assume that you'd not found. Then this is where you need to come. So this is a place where you need to come. So what you need to do is, again, same story. You have to Google it. Somewhere on the internet, you'll find it. Okay. And you will have to download it and upload it here. That's a simple logic. You have two choices. Either you upload or give me the link. That's it. That's the reason it is asking. Either you upload, choose file, download and upload, guys. That's the first one. Second choice is just give me the URL link where that is sitting on somewhere on internet. Just provide me that link. I'll get it and upload. Automatic. This is first one is you have to do it. Okay. Now in the either cases, the most interesting point is question comes is what you will download. What you will download or what extension. For example, if I say everybody knows that it's a mobile means .apk. Correct? Is it common, guys, for the mobile phones which kind of extension apps you will download? That is .apk. Right? But how about this guy, Jenkins? So you have to download the files which have an extension called .hpi. You cannot give anything blindly, WinZip, whatever you like, your will and wish. You have to download something which says .hpi. So what is a HPI full form? What is HPI full form, guys? Full form, please write it. Hudson Package Installer. I repeat, it is Hudson Package Installer. Hudson Package Installer. So we have to download something or that kind of an extension and upload it here. So that's the story of deploy plugins. Now we'll move to another character in the movie here. So that character is proxy. HTTP proxy server. Now I want to make you understand, first of all, what is a proxy. Tell me guys, what is a proxy? What is proxy, first of all? Okay, Kavya knows the answer. So proxy interviews. So proxy interviews concept is also there in the market now. What is that? So instead of you giving the answers, somebody will face your interview and you're trying to represent them and you provide the answers. So that's a proxy. So it is very common in IT industry that proxy is a very well known game. Okay. So that's a proxy interviews. And next, okay, by the way, whoever is interested in proxy interviews, you can approach me. So that's a deal, different deal. The next, talking about the proxy here in the Jenkins. So what we do here? So I'll tell you a simple story. Case number A. Please write this case number A. Case number 1. So what is this case number 1? So case number 1 is like, I have Jenkins server. Okay. I know that I'll install a lot of plugins on this. So what I'll do is I'll expose the Jenkins directly to talk to my internet. So this is one use case. Internet. So that means Jenkins is directly talking to the internet and getting upload and download. Everything is going on. So interactions are happening directly. Correct? Case number 2. Okay. So case number 2. So Jenkins has to face all its requests will travel to a server, which we call it as proxy server. And this server picks up the request of Jenkins and talks to the internet, and whatever it got it from internet or whatever the request and responses that is getting, it is back again transferred to the Jenkins. Now you tell me guys, which one is good for security perspective? So in the second case, there is some middle person. In the case 1, directly you're allowing the candidate to talk to the internet. And case number 2, we are asking the Jenkins to talk to the proxy server. From there, it is traveling to the internet. So, which is very dangerous for security, guys? Tell me, or which is good? So, from the security perspective, there is a loophole in the case 1. I repeat, Kavya. Yeah. See, guys, I will repeat once again this example. Okay. Allowing Jenkins to talk to directly to the internet is a risky option. The reason is your Jenkins contains your $1 billion code. Do you agree? Your company hard work, whatever you guys are doing, end of the day, repos are connected to the Jenkins, and $1 billion code is getting executed. And if you allow that machine to talk to directly to the internet, there's a chance of risk of hacking. So these incidents already happened in IT, guys. That's the reason Jenkins came up with an option saying proxy server. Clear? Okay, best example that you can relate to your personal life also. Silly thing. Let's say you you're going for some marriage proposal. So initially, let's say boy or a girl. So generally, boy visits the girl's home, right? So let's say once everything each other, they said okay. Now, still, do you think you have courage to talk directly, or you have some proxy there until engagement is over? Who is that proxy there? I hope you got the example. Parents, yes. Parents keep on communicating. Engagement is our proxy. That means we came to the case number 1. Are you able to relate example? Okay. So parents keep on talking. So after engagement is over, we can talk straight. So that is different matter. So here that is what. In case number 2, so what happens is Jenkins is now kept under the proxy server. So proxy servers are highly protected with security and encryption techniques. Company puts a lot of investment on it. Not only the Jenkins server, even other servers in organizations work or report under the proxy servers. All the communications in and out will travel from it, and it keeps a track of connections also. So it can track the connections and it is protected. So it is not possible to intrude into the organization super easy from proxy server. Even hackers cannot great things with proxy. Correct now? Understood? Okay. So if you want to put, you tell me guys, you want to put the Jenkins behind the proxy or you want to expose it open? As a company, if you are like a project manager, what do you think? If you are in chill mode, then you keep it in a case 1. If you feel that okay, a project should be so secure and it's $1 billion for me, definitely I'll put behind the proxy. So in every organization, a good organization maintains the proxy server, guys. For sure, they'll maintain the proxy server. So proxy servers in any organization are maintained by network engineering team. It is not the system admins maintain. I repeat once again, proxy servers in your organization are maintained by network engineering team in your company. So you have to talk to them and tell your request. Okay, I want to keep this Jenkins behind the proxy. If you talk to them, they will provide you all the proxy server information. They provide the proxy server, port number, username, password, and no proxy list. Submit and click on submit. Clear? So this is one option where you cannot do on yourself. You need to talk to the another tech and get it done. Am I clear? Have you understood what I am talking? Okay. Yeah, so I'm getting a question. I would like to take one question which I feel important. So Nayak is asking me this question, Nayak Rajit. So I'll put it on screen so that you will also know what the question is. So for all the projects, proxy is necessary. Tell me guys, is that necessary or not? I told you already very clearly. Okay. It depends on use case. When you feel that it's $1 billion mission sitting over there, then you have to put it in proxy. If you feel because you need to know the difference also. In an organization, you may have 4 or 3 Jenkins servers. So don't think that every server will run all critical stuff. Low critical, unimportant things, they will run on different machine. High critical, very secure, they will run. So whatever you feel, I told you the point also, whatever you feel that is dollar value for you, that machine should be protected. That such machine should be behind the proxy. Got your answer, man? So don't think that in an organization you'll have only one Jenkins server. So thinking in that fashion can be a foolish, guys. No. A project can have multiple Jenkins servers also based on the load. For example, you want to travel from Hyderabad to Vijayawada. So people think that only one bus. No. Based on multiple buses are there. So when there is demand, government is also increasing number of buses now. So like in a project also, based on the project size, if they require 2 servers, they'll establish 2. If they require 4, they'll establish 4. If they require 6, they'll put it 6. So in my project, almost we have 13 build servers, guys. What I'm working for. We have 13 build servers. You can imagine the capability of the big projects. See, normally, a mid-size projects will have only 4 to 5 only. Mid-size projects. Small projects will have 1 or 2. Big projects will have around 10 or 10, roughly around 10. So we are carrying more, 13. And 5 are backup. 5 are backup. Backup means like in cricket also, 10 plus, what is that? Extra player you'll have. Here also we have some extra players. So we already configured it. We just on when it is required. And when it is not required, we switch it off. Okay. So I'll show you live what I'm talking. So just an example to make you understand how an organization will be prepared. See, agent pulls. So batting lineup, Greyhound team, or you can say India team. How many batting liners are there, guys? How many batsmen are there here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So I just roughly counted as 20. So in this 20, you can see some are off mode. Do you see this column? This side you need to focus. Okay, here. Right, rest of them are on. So these are all build agents only. Agents, build agents we call it as. Nothing but your Jenkins, or you can say your build servers only. CI/CD servers. So I can say most of them are on and few are off. So I can make it on, I can do it, but will not do until unless we get request to do it. Okay, based on load. Okay. So every organization will do the same story, guys. So they will plan. So let's say the capacity requirement is 2. They'll plan 1 extra candidate, extra player. The capacity planning may be 8. They'll keep 1 or 2 servers extra so that load is aggregated. Okay, so that's about the advanced settings. So any questions so far? Monica, have you understood? Rahul. So Prithviraj, Bhagat, Pawan, Monica, Mayuri, Maninder, Sravya. Okay, nice. So let's go with the last option, download in progress. Okay, these are all what happened recently. So you can ignore this. So you should be only bothered with updates. Yeah, you don't have it because you did not do anything. So if you do something, you'll get this. So not to be worried. So updates, available plugins, installed and advanced. Okay. Now, one last question I want to ask here in this concept is, if I am planning to update the Jenkins, see the question, 2 interesting questions here. These are all logically connected to your subject only. So if I want to update the plugin, where I should go? Tell me guys, simple 2 words only, where I should go. There are only 2 words. You need to go into the plugins, manage Jenkins, plugins manager, go for updates. That's it. Now, see the question changes. I want to update the Jenkins. Where I should go? So I'm expecting the answer from Maninder and Shravya this time. So Shravya, what will be your answer, Maninder? Okay, a lot of guys are telling manage plugins. That is correct. Very safe answer. Thereafter, after manage plugins, what you will do? Next, and you have to give the answer now. After that, what you have to do? Okay, nice. Advanced settings you will go. Then I'll navigate as you guys are telling. See, advanced settings. Go down. Yes. You have to say submit. Or you can do from here, guys. That is not the right option actually. So I'll show you what is the right option. So go to the available tabs. Please write this. This is what I was looking at you guys actually. You need to go to the updates only. Okay. So wait. Here only. In the updates, you have something called this option. Check now. That's the only thing. Okay, this is the only thing you need to do. Check now. Got it now? So this will update the Jenkins also. This is interesting. Okay, this will also show the either for this or this, the place is same. So that is how they wantedly confuse you in the interview. Correct? You select the plugins and install without restart. So again, you'll get that option. But if you click on here, it will install, it will update entire Jenkins. So when you update entire Jenkins, it will also install the plugins also, guys, latest. So that's a difference. Okay. Now I'm going to take a few questions here. So I'm done with my concept, guys. I'm done with my concept of manage plugins. Okay, by the way, I see a new name, Kumar, senior Java consultant. Who is this? What's your name? What's your name? Please respond in the chat. So I don't have a. Okay, you are Kumar Babu. Nice. So please make sure that you don't confuse me. Always log in as Kumar Babu only. Okay. Okay, nice. So what's the questions? Any questions on this concept? This concept is really important for the interview also. If you miss any questions on, let's say, manage plugins, plugins manager, if you don't answer, they'll not even talk to you. They'll ask, okay, call the next candidate only. That's it. You go outside and call next candidate. That is how the behavior will be. Because this is super important, because anything that you want to do in the Jenkins all starts from plugins only. Okay, some few crazy questions on plugins. I'll ask few crazy questions. So can you take the backup of plugins? And these are all even. I feel sometimes this can be asked. So can you take the backup of plugins? Okay, I hope you got this question now. So I want to try. So I'll go there. I'll open up the C drive. I know that I logged in as an administrator, so I'll go to the administrator account. And here I'll see .jenkins. Do you see that, guys? Where is the .jenkins folder? second one. From top, it is second one. So this is the one. So I will open this. And do you see some plugins here? There is some plugins folder now. Fourth one from top. 1, 2, 3, fourth. You can only make a note of this. That's it. So some see, because of our habit of copy paste activity, so some techies what they do is they feel that they are trying to take the backup of this and they just copy all these folders and overlap in the newer version of the Jenkins. So possibility there is there that it may work, it may not work also. It may work and it may not work also. But this is how generally the people take the backup. Clear? Because of older version again, newer version getting conflict, these are possible. Got it now? Possibility is there. But the answer to that question is yes, really it is possible to take the backup. So you can take entire this folder, you can create a backup and just to know what are the plugins are installed. Clear? Likewise, you can also create backup for your log file. Likewise, you can create the backup for your users, what you created. Likewise, you can create the backup for your projects also. Jobs is nothing but projects. There is nothing inside because we did not create any project. But once you create the project, again, you'll see something coming up here. So the simple to this question is, there are generally in the Jenkins, you'll hear these kinds of backups only. They can ask you these kind of backups only. Option number 1, they can ask you, how do you take the backup of jobs? Nothing but projects. So they can ask you, how do you take the backup of logs? They can ask you, how do you take the backup of plugins? Or how you take the backup of user accounts, users, right? The simple story is this folder you need to come. .jenkins folder open up, entire cinema will be here. That's it. Am I clear on this? Once you come inside, you open the stomach of the Jenkins and you're watching everything. That's it. So as if like you're in operation theater, I can see jobs, I can see logs, I can see plugins, I can see user accounts, correct? Not everything is important here, guys. So you need to know what is required to backup. Okay. Yeah, take down this point quickly into your notes. So where you need to go? So for all this place, only place is go to your profile folder. From there, definitely you will see a .jenkins. So that is nothing but it's a stomach. You open the stomach, you'll see everything. Have you understood Kirti, Kavya, Nayak, Divya, Ranga, Chamundeshwari Ranga, Atif, Arjun? Okay. So I'll stop it here for the day. So please realize what you have learned. So you have learned something about plugins, which is important for your interview and also for the career of DevOps also. This concept you will come into use when you're working with the Jenkins a lot. Okay. So that's all for the day. And we'll catch up tomorrow as usual. And those who have the doubts can stay back and raise your questions. And those who do not have doubts, they can leave. And those who want to talk, as you already know, so please drop me a message in the WhatsApp. Okay, we'll call. I'll call you. You only open up the notepad on this one. This is the only one. Yeah, I'll already have some existing projects, so we'll start using it. So these are all behind the things before you create the project. That's the reason first we need to finish this. No more questions? If no more questions, yeah, then let's drop off. I waited for a few minutes. So I got only 2 questions. I answered them. So that's it, guys. So again, I am clear from my side. So those who want to talk to me, I'm not worried. So message me. I'll schedule some time because I'm trying to run behind you. Some of you are not reachable. So I thought I changed the strategy from few days. So instead of running behind you, you want to have some work with me, just message me. I'll definitely respond and talk to you. Got it? Okay. Chalo. See you guys and catch you tomorrow as usual.